Hi, TakaraTomy here. Today we'll be taking a look at TakaraTomy's Missing Link C12 Grimlock. And there he is in his glorious G1 packaging. Let's take a look at the packaging. There he is in his nice picture. TakaraTomy C12 and a whole bunch of stuff I cannot read. Probably have translations here on screen in post so you can see what that says and everything else. Transformers. Grimlock all nestled in his styrofoam inside. On the top, the transformation steps from Dinosaur to opening up the parts to robot mode. That's very nice. On the top, the Transformers logo, C12, Autobot logo there. On the side, Dinosaur mode and robot mode, C12. On the other side, Transformers, Dinosaur mode, and another picture of the robot mode. And I think the Dinosaur mode is the same. Yeah, the Dinosaur picture is the same, but the robot mode is actually different for some reason. But there you go. And at the back, a very nice picture of the Dinobots, the Constructicons up there, the red tracks, Blitzwing, and Grimlock transforming, I suppose, into Dinosaur mode. And we got the combined form of Devastator there and some Insecticons. Oh, this is an interesting picture. What's there? We can zoom in and see. Oh, that's more Insecticons. Sludge. Yeah, that's Sludge. Yeah. Very nice picture of all the G1 guys here. The same picture of Grimlock that was in the front. Some specs. The tech spec section. I'm guessing we'll get a reader inside, so we'll take a look at that later. And yeah. QR code if you want to scan it. And you know, that's it for the back. Some text there, which I will translate for you. So, yeah. There you go. And yeah, that's it for the box. There's Grimlock. So let's open him up. Oh, and yeah, he does come with a little guy in there because these guys had pilots. So there. So let's open him up and see what he's actually like. I've already cut the tape on the side, and we can just open the flap and pull out the glorious piece of styrofoam and see everything nicely nestled in there. So you can take that. Oh, I also already cut the little twist ties it had just for ease of use. So remove Grimlock and all the things he comes with, and we'll take a look at them in a bit. Here we have Grimlock. And my, is he very pretty. I do like Grimlock. Full disclosure, I never had G1 Grimlock as a kid. And I really, really wanted him, but I never got him. So yeah, this is like a dream come true for me. That we actually are getting new Dinobots. But let's get close and take a look at his detailing, which is quite a lot, if I'm honest. So, okay, that's right. We'll zoom in a bit. There you go. His face, Dino face, nice big red eyes. Silver for the head. Get an Autobot logo on the head. Very nicely done. You get his translucent neck there with the gold chrome inside. Nice, you get some detailing inside, the flamethrower in his mouth, and the teeth, which are actually fairly sharp. And you can see the chrome in the back of his mouth. Little arms done in chrome, silver chrome. You get a ton of little detail. Everything that was a sticker on the G1 figure is now molded in and intricately painted. So yeah, look at all that. Look at all that little detailing. Yeah, so texture. Same for the front. More texture and more detailing. The other side is the same. You get the translucent chest piece for robot mode and more detailing there. Little lights and buttons and a Autobot logo right there too. Get all of the detail on the thighs here. The fake screw, that's not an actual screw. More detailing for legs. Gold chrome for his claws. On the back, again, the rest of that detail. You get the cockpit for the Microman. Put him in there. Put her in there because actually it's a girl. More intricate detail on the back. All that nice texture there. Yeah, very nicely done. And detailing there, you get the very chromy tail. Yeah, very nicely done. I do love Grimlock, and he is pretty heavy, all things considered. But anyway, there is Grimlock. And yeah, I do love this Grimlock. You can, assume the regular G1 stance or the more currently accepted stance. Yeah, you can do both. Anyway, for articulation, his head can move up. Yeah, tap it. Can move down. It's a little tight. His jaw can open very far if you have the head all the way up. If you have the head all the way down, then the jaw does not open. It's stuck there. So you need to move it up to open the jaw. His neck can actually rotate a little. So that's very nice. Doing some inquisitive looks. His little dino arms do rotate. I don't want to untap them, but they do rotate. He does have an elbow. It can open out all the way, up and down. A little elbow and nothing on the wrist. And I do believe his little forearm and claw are die-cast. It's hard to tell, but they are cold to the touch, while the bicep and shoulder are not cold. So yeah, I think these are die-cast. His legs rotate all the way. The clickety joint, it can open up all the way. Doesn't get a bicep roll because this will be his arm, and he does get a knee. It folds both ways, and his claws, the front claws are individually articulated, so you can move them independently. And the back claw can also go up and down. Yeah, very nicely done. Tail, nothing all the way on the tail, but the tail can move up at that hinge. And that's it. That's all you get for tail movement. So it's a very nice dino mode form. Very nice. For comparison, here he is with a truck. This is Missing Link CO2 toy version Convoy or Optimus Prime, and yeah, that's the way they looked in G1, so yeah, that actually works correctly. Here he is with a G1 Thundercracker, just for comparison. And for some more topical comparisons, here he is with Fall of Cybertron, Grimlock, yeah. Combiner Wars, Grimlock. And yeah, as you can tell, they come from the same place, sort of. And last but not least, Studio Series Grimlock. And yes, he's quite a bit larger. Let me move this up a little so you can see his head. And there we are. Down. There. And yeah. Very nice. I do think I'd love it if they redid this guy in Chrome, but hey, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, there he is with Grimlock. So let's go through his accessories, which he does have quite a few. We'll start with a little paperwork baggie here. Got a lot of stuff here, so let's open it up. You get sticker sheet if you want to apply them, though they're already painted on him, so I'm not sure why you would want to apply them. You get 3 Autobot logos there. Some more detailing. Yeah. Back. Get his instructions, which are surprisingly sparse. And just a little leaflet here with instructions and everything he does. Both sides. You get a collector's card, which is kind of flimsy, with a little hole punched through, so I guess you can tie it to something, with the box artwork on him. Looks nice. Grimlock on the bottom. Diagram on the back. Some text pics, I suppose. I'll have to translate those in post. We'll see what it says. And you get a catalog of Takara's current missing link offerings. It's kind of nice. You get Bumblebee and Clipjumper, Corden, and Sunstreaker. You get RC in both color schemes. Side Prime, Nemesis Prime, more Bumblebee and Clipjumper. On the back, you have the very expensive Ultra Magnus and Delta Magnus, and Grimlock in both his toy version, which is this thing, and his cartoon accurate version, which is just flat yellow and red, instead of the nice chrome and silver. Yeah. It's interesting that they included a catalog. I find that kind of funny. And you get the famous TextPic decoder. And we can bring in the box. And decode the text pics, and you can sort of see the actual text pics decoded. They're all, see the black line, or you almost see the black line. Yeah. Not the best option, but hey, it's sort of thing that we had in the 1980s for this. Now we can move on to actual accessories. So he gets, sorry for the noise, he gets his chrome sword. Gets his chrome sword. Let's move him out of the way so we can focus on this. Very nice, shiny chrome sword. Not that close. Nice molded detail on the hilt or handguard and the handle. You get his traditional double-barreled blaster. very traditional. Very nice. Done in black. It is missile launcher, spring-loaded, done in black with a little detailing on it. You get missiles for it, which I am not going to take off the sprue. It just looks too nice like that, and I'm guessing, well, the spring might work because it's Takara, but yeah, still, we know how it works. Stick the missile in, press the button, it fires. Yeah, there's little chrome missiles in the sprue, nice and shiny. And last, but certainly not least in any way, you get the little Microman figure, and in this case, it's supposed to be Carly. There we go. And yes, it is very, very small, so it's hard for it to focus on it. Let me see. There we go. Silver bob, blue body. And Carly is somewhat articulated. The head does not move though, but the arms, oh, you can't see that, the arms can move up and down at the shoulder, and the legs move up and down. And interestingly enough, she does get little magnets on her feet, so you can attach her to something metal. Fortunately, on Grimlock, the only thing metal is his crotch, so I'm not entirely sure why you would want to do that. Oh. But there you go. If you do have something metal, you can attach her to it and have her, you know, stay there. Yeah, this is a Jurassic Park tin, by the way. It seemed topical. Yeah, there she is, attached like so. And for comparison, because she is extremely small, comparison, here she is with the tiniest Optimus Prime you'll ever see. Yeah, that's Optimus Prime. Here she is with a Titan Master. Here she is with Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Star Wars crossovers. Oh, damn, this is too hard to handle because everything's so small. Obi-Wan Kenobi, who does not want to stand, like at all, for some reason. There. And here she is with a standard Star Wars Lego Man. Oh, see? And a Titan Master. Oh, well, you know, you get the gist. She's small. Not quite as small as Prime, though. Yeah, that's super tiny. Anyway, moving on. What you can do with Carly and Grimlock in Dino mode is bend her, well, move her arms up, bend her legs, then come here to Grimlock. Let me open, raise this up a little. To Grimlock, open up his cockpit back here, translucent cockpit in there. And you can sit Carly in the seat here, like so, and then you can, in fact, close the cockpit. And you can pilot Grimlock in there in an awkward position because she's looking down in there, but hey, she can do that. And can bring her back out, keep her sitting. There's nothing to hold her in place, so yeah, just have her there on the back of Grimlock, sort of like that. And yeah. Oh, and you're wondering why Grimlock has a cockpit. That's because he comes from a line previous to Transformers where they were actually mecha, not sentient robots. They were piloted by Microman. Oh yeah. And yeah, Carly is kind of an interesting add-on there. It's pretty nice. Overall, that's it for our robot mode. So, I mean our dinosaur mode, our T-Rex mode. Oh, yeah. Pretty nice, all things considered. Do like Grimlock in his dinosaur mode. There. Last thing to mention in T-Rex mode is he does include the rope sign right there on the side. As you can see, it's already showing he's a robot. Yeah, you can rub it. And yeah, he is an Autobot. There. It's nice it's included the rope sign. This is an actual sticker there, not molded in. Actually, sort of works. Yeah. And that is all for Grimlock in robot mode, in T-Rex mode. Yeah, pretty nice. So let's move on to transformation. First thing you want to do is move his head all the way up, like that. And you want to untab the whole thing from the neck, fold it back, and it'll sort of tab, well not tab, it'll sort of pass a little bump there and nestle on the back, like so. And there's where you want it. You want to take the arms, fold them back, and rotate them all the way back, like so. Same thing on the other side, fold them back, to the back. Then you can open up the chest piece all the way up. You can move the head up, and if you want the G1 style head, leave it there. But now you can pull on the head and fold it forward so it's not as far back. You want to untab the chest piece. It tabs into those slots right there, and push it up, and it'll tab in to those slots. The top slots right there with tabs on the chrome piece here. It's a bit tight, but it does tab in. There we go. Like to stay. So you want to come to the arms, and you want to push up the arm covers here to reveal the fists. You can rotate them around. Something on the other side. Push in the arm cover, and yeah, the arms. This will keep on tabbing because reasons. Yes, and then you want to come down here to the tail. You want to split it, hold it to the sides, and then you want to untab the rest of the tail piece here and fold it around, all the way around to form the legs. Split the legs. You want to raise the leg at this bit, which will be the hip. Raise it up, and it'll tab in right there. Then you can fold down the leg. Same thing on the other side. Fold it up until it tabs in, and fold down the leg. Then come down to the feet. You want to pull them out and rotate the heel around. Same thing on the other side. Pull it out and rotate the heel. You can relocate them. And there you have Grimlock. Stay. Yeah. It tends to push itself out, but there is Grimlock in his robot mode. And a very nice robot mode that it is. Let's get into his details now, and let's raise this up a little. So, the head, nice and black. The red visor, very nicely done. Very nicely done head. You get the chrome chest piece. Sorry, I'm getting stuck here. There. Very nice chrome piece. Got the molded in detail there. Zoom in. That whole purple thing is molded in. And you get a nice Autobot logo with some more molded in detail and intricately painted in there. It's very, very small, but it is there. Nice Autobot logo. The red waist piece. I believe this is die cast. With more molded in detail on his hips. Nice paint applications, done in silver and red. Not a lot on legs, but you do get some more detailing on the side, also molded in. Painted in blue and silver. More detailing for the knees. Very nicely done. Yeah, for the front of the legs and the toes. You got the chrome tail just hanging out there. On the back, just the head, and all that nicely molded detail on the sides. Yeah, very nicely done. Very nicely done. So, articulation wise, time to win. It's got quite a bit. His head can look left and right, can rotate all the way around. It can look up on that hinge if you really want to. It looks kind of weird, we can't do that. And it can look down when you move it up. So, got that going for it. No side to side, but you can move up and down. You can rotate the shoulders all the way around in a ratchety shoulder joint. Can move out. You do get a bicep sole. You do get a double jointed elbow. If you untab it, it doesn't move a lot further tabbed than untabbed, but it does have it. If you move the little sheath over, it can move a little further, but yeah, that's what you get. And you get, of course, you get wrists, which is nice to have, something that was not available in the original. And you get opening hands, which I guess only serves to justify the price. Because in reality, if I can get them out, it's very hard. They have a little tab there that you can pull out, right there next to the pinky, and you can pull them out. As I said, I'm not sure why. You can get, like a flat palm there, but nothing. You can't do much with it because the thumb is molded in place. So yeah, not entirely sure what that was for, but yeah, you can do that if you want. It's a little weird. You don't have a waist because of how he transforms, which is unfortunate. You need to chop it off at the middle of the cockpit there, so yeah, we wouldn't do that. You do get outward movement, forward movement, and there's not a lot, but you can move it forward. And you get a little more with this hinge here. Not all that much, but it is a little. And back, yeah, nothing much for the back movement. It hits the back section here. So yeah, that's all you get. You do get a thigh swivel, which is nice, and a very deep knee bend over 90 degrees. And the feet, you can move it down, and then it can point up, down slightly, side to side, and yeah, and tilt. Not bad. You do have the heel back here. You can move in and out if you want. And yeah, pretty nicely articulated. So yeah, I appreciate the update to this. So yeah, really, really nice. And of course, his accessories. You can, of course, give him his gun, his launcher here. It's a bit tight, but he can't hold it. You can give him his sword. And you can give him his double-barreled blaster. Why is this not getting in there now? Yeah. And tab, because of course you will. These tabs aren't the best. You can have him do that. And have him attack somebody. He does get a nice amount of portability, sorry. Yeah, pretty nice. Overall, I'm going to tab in there. But yeah, all in all, pretty nice. So, for comparison, here he is with Missing Link Prime. Oh, shit, sorry. Anyhow, Prime is a bit larger than Grimlock, but they look good together. Here he is with your ever-present G1 Seeker, and he's a little bit taller than Thundercracker. Yeah, nice. Here he is with Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. And yeah, he's quite a bit taller than G1 Grimlock, but what can do? Missing Link. But yeah, they share the chrome chest, so I thought it'd be nice to see them together. Here he is with Combinors, or was it Power of the Primes? I think it's Power of the Primes Grimlock. And yeah, very Grimlocky. And last but not least, here he is with Studio Series Grimlock, and yeah, he's quite a bit larger. So there you go. So, overall, yeah, he's a really nice figure. Always wanted to have a G1 Grimlock, and now I can with added articulation, which is always a bonus. He's a bit expensive, but what can you do? He's an import from Japan, and I don't believe they're going to make him available here any way, shape, form. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go find him in the Japanese online stores like AmiAmi, Hobbylink Japan, things like that. Anime Export, I think, also might carry it. But anyway, overall, he's really, really good, really, really nice. I do like him. I like his accessories. I like his very nice and shiny chrome, and yeah, highly recommended. If you are a fan of the G1 Dinobots, if you are a fan of Grimlock, G1 toys, this is really something really nice to have, and I'm really happy I did. So yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe below. Ring that bell to get notified of future videos, and follow us on Patreon, follow us on Blue Sky. And yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.